What's kind of the stumbling block for companies to really think that part through? Like what's getting in the way?
I would say, focusing just too much on growth, I think is the biggest mistake that we make. And everybody falls into this because you have to have growth to get to a certain level of velocity to make it as a company. And it's really hard to stop focusing on that. So generally, we talk to a lot of customers. We work with a lot of AI companies right now, as you can probably expect. They're all growing really fast. They have a lot of activation. They have a lot of people trying their tools out. And they are just, when you have that growth coming in, it's hard to intentionally press pause and go look at the end of the life cycle of your existing customers and work backwards, like we talked about. So that's generally where we see customers wait too late to focus on churn. We've always said internally, especially when we think about our sales process, that retention is rarely in the top 3 focus areas for customers or for SaaS businesses. It's rarely in the top 3 until all of a sudden it's the only thing that matters. So that's the big mistake that we see, is not having that when you're thinking about growth for your company. I mean, growth is top line growth minus churn. Like that's the equation. And most people just kind of miss that basic point and wait till churn kind of has gotten out of control. And then we have to kind of unravel it and try and work our way backwards, which, a lot of the damage has been done. The churn's generally put in place by, things that happened months ago. So that's probably the biggest thing that we see customers miss, waiting till it's a little bit too late. But of course, that's when they get everybody on board to really focus on it and make it a strategic team decision. One person can't own retention. We also have learned that if it's just one person's job, like we talked about earlier, this has to be baked into pricing, to the onboarding, to the engagement funnel, to the cancellation process, to then the marketing of customers to try to win them back over time. So everybody has to be, it's kind of the old adage that I think is maybe more well known, is that everybody's in sales, whether you're in support or if you're, in HR, like we're all working towards sales. It's the same with retention, but it just doesn't seem to get viewed that way.